This is Home Run Hitters. The name is Dwight. I live in South Jersey. And this is the entry video to enter into the franchise. First thing I want to say is the Sportsmanship cheese play section is not optional. In the Sportsmanship cheese play section, in the rules slash settings section, it tells you that if you're up by 17 or more points, that certain things are banned. Onside kicks, 2-point conversion tries, fourth down conversion tries, the hurry up and no huddle offense are all banned if you're up by 17 or more. The only exception is at the end of the second quarter or first half, you can use the hurry up or no huddle offense after the 2-minute warning, even if you're up by 17 or more points. But other than that, you cannot use the hurry up offense when you're up by 17 or more. All right. I always suggest that we mix up our play calling. That is not required, but that's highly advised. That is required if you want the sim gameplay rewards. The sim gameplay section is optional. Okay, now we're going to go into practice mode, and I'm going to show you what zigzag and wiggle running look like. All right. I'm going to show you what zigzag and wiggle running look like. The sky kickoff, that is banned. The corner kickoff, that is also banned. Directional kicking on the kickoff is not banned, but kicking as far as you can to the right or as far as you can to the left, that is banned. All right, so we're gonna go into kickoff mode because that is the easiest place to show what zigzag running, wiggle running, the sky kick, and etc. the corner kickoff look like. And this is not optional. This is mandatory. This is part of the Sportsmanship cheese play section. All right. Sky kick right here with triangle, that is banned. You're not allowed to do that. All right. Corner kickoff is as far as you can to the right or as far as you can to the left. Directional kicking is anything in between. Anything in between is allowed. But if you go as far as you can to the left or as far as you can to the right, that is banned. All right, now I'm going to flip sides and show you what wiggle running. This is banned right here. This is a corner kickoff. I'm going to show you what wiggle running and zigzag running are. Now, if you do a corner kickoff accidentally, I'll look the other way. But if you do it 2, 3, 4 times, then I will have to remove you from the franchise. All right? Let me show you what zigzag and wiggle running is. All right? This is zigzag running. This is zigzag running. Now, if you cut once or twice, that is fine. But if you do it 3, 4, 5 times, that is not all right. Let me show you a better example of what zigzag running looks like. This is zigzag running. You just keep going back and forth, back and forth. All right, and now I'm going to show you what wiggle running is. It's slightly different, but it's the same concept. Both of them are designed to mess up the pursuit of the defense. Sometimes the pursuit of the defense are mad. It's not right. This is wiggle running. It's hard to catch, even on stream. Sometimes I can't tell if someone's wiggle running, but if they do it over the top, if you're over the top, just wiggle running your mind crazy, then unfortunately I will have to ban you from the franchise. The defense will wiggle with you, and that should not be. Okay? Alright, now we're going to go to a normal play set. Alright, now I'm going to get to the answers for all the questions that you have to answer in the franchise. Alright? There's 5 questions you have to answer in order to enter the franchise. In order to know the first answer to the first question, the entry video length you have to watch to the end. All right? Or you could always just look at the video length. All right? The answer to the second question, these are 15-minute quarters in this franchise. Why do I do 15-minute quarters? Because it's completely different. Because I'm trying to have a full length, in-depth experience for people. It doesn't take as long as you would think. It's going to take more than a normal game, but I used to think it would take an hour and 45 minutes the 2 hours, when I looked at my videos that I streamed, they all ended a little under an hour and a half. So I'll say a normal game is going to take an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. 2 hours if you have a lot of play clock stoppages or overtime. But most games actually will take only an hour and a half. I thought it would take closer to 2 hours, but just about an hour and a half. But the quarter length of the games are 15-minute quarters. That's the answer to the second question. The answer to the third question, you're allowed to sign one 70-plus overall player to your active roster or practice squad from free agency per week. That is the answer to the free agency rule. The answer to the fourth question, the availability of players that I want, you need to be available at least 4 nights a week from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. 11 p.m. is the latest time that you are expected to start. But you can play your opponent at any time. The reason why I give this time frame is if one player can play during the day before that time frame and the other player can play at night during that time that I would like players to be available to play, then the player who's available to play at that time that I set, 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, they will get the force win. Conversations in the game channel also help me determine what to do about force wins, fair sims, and allowing or disallowing players to restart games when you guys get disconnected. All right, so please make sure your conversations happen in the game channels that I make up. All right, if I haven't made the game channel yet, just put it in the main Heavy Hitters discussion channel until I make the games channel. And the answer, again, to the fifth question is this video, how long this video is. All right. The one question I forgot to answer, the last question. If you have a game against a computer, you never played a computer, you reach me and someone or myself will play as your computer. That is the answer to the last question. All right. Sportsmanship and cheese play, like I went over. If you're up by 17 or more, then onside kick, 2-point conversion tries, going for it on fourth down, and the no-huddle offense are banned. The only time the no-huddle offense is not banned when you're up by 17 or more is 2 minutes or less left in the first half or second quarter. Okay? Sim gameplay, player locking. People always ask me, is that mandatory? No. Sim gameplay and everything in that section is optional. That is simply for those who would like to get their players boosted a little faster, and I reward you for playing in a manner that will be considered sim. If you want to know more about the rewards and what sim gameplay is, go to that channel or just message me and I'll talk to you. I'll message you through Discord, or if you want to mic up, I can always talk to you through the mic. All right, and the last thing I want to do is I want to give you a tip, some tips on beating man coverage. And I'm not going to actually go through everything through the gameplay, but I'm just going to talk to you about some different ways you can beat man. All right. 7 ways or routes you can use to beat man. The curl route. If you throw the curl route at the right time against press man, it is great. All right. But you have to lowball it. All right. The second way to beat man coverage: motion, auto motion, motion slants. Now, some franchises, not my franchise, but some franchises, they do not allow you to snap the ball unless a player is set. So the only motion you can use is auto motion. But even auto motion is good against man, especially press man. All right. Tight end routes or halfback routes, option routes. If you will motion your tight end out, put him on a slant, and then put him back inside, when he's in line with the offensive line, he can't be pressed. Drag routes in the tight end. Tight end routes and halfback routes are great against man coverage. The drag against off man, that's great. The slant, sometimes the slant will get off a press man, sometimes it won't. Post routes, that's great against man. The motion slant, that's great against press man coverage. If you do a motion fade or streak, that's great against press man coverage. Sometimes if you just, even with the guy set, a fade and a streak against press man coverage, if he has a higher release rating, he will get separation for a moment. If the guy has great man coverage or great speed, sometimes that defender will recover and he will not be open. If the player has a great spectacular catching traffic, great jumping, sometimes you can throw a jump ball and sometimes you'll come down with a jump ball, but that can be dangerous. All right, double moves. If the guy is an off man coverage and you do a double move, and sometimes if you smart route him, he'll even get more open. Or zig routes. If the guy has a higher route running than the guy has a man coverage, he will get open on the zig route. And those are all the routes that will get open against man coverage and press. The formations that help you against man coverage are compressed formations, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Compressed formations, bunch, tight, stack formations, and even empty. Sometimes you just do empty. You'll make the defense have to, as I like to say, declare. Basically, they'll show that they're in press man coverage. All right, so I'm going to flip sides. Wait for the run and play. All right, Lamar Jackson takes off. He's about to get nasty on him. All right. Examples of, there we go. That's an empty set. That's great against man coverage because you force them to declare. So I'll just show this real quick. This is called cover 2 man. Bam, you see how they declared? Everybody's over their man. All right. Now we're gonna go to, there we go. That's an example of a stack. All right. They're stacked against press man. That's good. And now we're gonna go to bunch. All right. I don't think they have any tight formations here, but there's bunch. There you go. All right, and here's something I like to do. We're gonna put square on a slant. All right. We're gonna put since the corner over him is off, I'm gonna put him on a drag, and then I'm gonna put R1 on a fade. All right. This is gonna help create a rub if he was tight on him. All right. And then I'm going to put, well, since he's off, I'm going to put X on an out. And then I'm going to put, put the running back out there. Let's see if he presses him. If he presses him, I don't take him out. So he's off, so I'm going to also put him on a slant because he's going to get open immediately. All right, so I go, bam, that's open all day. That's open all day. He has to cover that. He has to use a cover that or move the linebacker up. So we're going to go to bunch again. Same thing. I'm going to show how the drag is open to circle. Bam. Rack that, got 5 yards. He's slow, so but he still gets the catch. That's 4 yards. You can't give that up every single play. No, we got a pistol bunch too. That works too. Yeah. And you can always do the motion slant. Try to keep players away from each other. In this franchise, you're going to want to learn how to possession catch, because if you don't, you're going to be dropping a lot of passes. That'll be very frustrating. All right. And then we're going to do the gun bunch open offset. Put him on a drag. Put X on a fade. Put him on an option route. Put him on a curl. I'll show you how the curl can get open. You gotta low ball this. Oh, he got inside position too. Jimmy Smith has a great high press rating, so it can be really frustrating trying to beat him in press coverage. Got him on a drag. Put him on a slant, see if he can get open. He barely got him. But that's just one way with compressed formations. That's bunch, gun bunch. That is a highly effective way. Bunch was made to beat press man because you can't press them there. So if I go to gun bunch, call any play, see if I can get cover one press. That's a big play. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have answers to all the questions and got some tips for man coverage. You understand what sportsmanship, cheese play, and sim gameplay are. Alright, and if you want to join the franchise, just hit me up. Alright, have a great day.